Greetings. And as you can see, got my crown in, my wig, so doing pretty good. Now then, I didn't mention that I was also Tecumseh and SEQUYAH, the Indian tribe. I was also James Madison, president, and Paul Revere, and I got with Dollar Madison. John Quincy Adams. John Quincy Adams did a big gold deal. Bill Burger. Billy the Kid, Doc Holliday. Bully the Kid's what they called me. I was the first of hundreds of Billy the Kids. But in my tribe, we had about 14 that rode out. We all sent a bit. Nonetheless, I just wanted to say hi. Thank you. Got some first package in for the day. That's my crown. Now, got my crown again. I'm sitting again on my throne. I'd like to let you know, whoever stole my last crown from that cheap motel room, or my human traffic position, y'all thought I was going to stay there and suck. I don't. I grow and I flourish. I live like a king wherever I go. So thank you for trying. No, I don't thank you at all. Nonetheless, we're going to have a beautiful weekend today. Beautiful week today. All week. And this is the beginning of good things. Spent about $4,000 last week. So I get to reap the mail this week. And looking forward to it. Got so much to acquire. The plan is to use my savings also to get a 6-foot idol of Isis that I can make the image of the talking beast, and I've got 2 lined out, one on eBay and one on Etsy, and about $5,000 each. And what was I going to say after that? Oh, and to kind of get to some type of debt consolidation place. Have them get a hold of all my debt and everything, and see if I can just make like a $500 payment a month to pay off all my debt and clean up my credit, so I can get my credit score up, so I can get a business loan. I can open up an office and supply it with inventory and stuff like that. So the Temple of Isis 666 trademark will take off. 666clairvoyants.com will take off. And ONE One Nation Earth trademarked political and religious advice and advisories will take off. And we'll be on top by the time we make it out to Malibu and LA and Hollywood. And meanwhile, I'm going to be partying my dick off here in Tulsa and getting into the habits of having a budget and get my credit cleaned up and stuff like that. So my credit card debt and stuff like that is probably less than $6,000. So if I clean that up, my credit score will go back up to 700. I had it up over 700 when I got them. I bought a lot of stuff. Boy, was I having fun. I'm in a big old 4-bedroom brick home, 1118 East Walnut, where KK lives. And Carl's old house. And boy, I got that money. I was buying neon lights at Jose Cuervo and Bud Light and all kinds of cool ass neon lights and barroom memorabilia. I had one 8x10 that was Eli Manning's autograph and Peyton Manning's autograph on the same 8x10 while they were chit-chatting on the sideline in a football game they were playing against each other in. Just cool stuff like that. Back then I was still going to God on Earth school, and I was still a little bit in Judaism in the God on Earth school because I was walking with Jehovah and talking with Jesus. And they were calling me a Cephas Apostle. And I was still utilizing the Holy Spirit, which would have me pray in about 58% English, and the rest would be the prayer tongue of the Holy Spirit. And, well, I got to talk to Peter, Paul, all them, before the heavens turned into a rape kingdom. Long story short, Gabriel kept tricking me into thinking, you don't need a whiskey. You don't need a whiskey. We got people burning in hell right now because they needed a whiskey, and we go put a hot coal in their mouth. And just kept like, really, tear your bar room down. Tear your bar room down. I probably refurbished that bar room about 15 fucking times with neon lights. The same old shit every time. Big old fucking 8x10 fucking wall banner of Jose Cuervo. It's made to fly in the wind of a liquor store or something. And I had a cowboy hat, cowboy boots, drinking on Bud Light limes and drinking on Bud Lights, Bilderberger beers, and I was a Bilderberger in hiding. But I had to do it to complete my God on Earth school. And in God on Earth school, is basically it's about 10 years of being telepathic, telekinetic, where you can talk to gods and goddesses and angels, demons, the dead, everyone directly, extraterrestrials directly. They talk back, and you get to talk back, and you get to learn about out there, and they see where you're at, and you get to learn who you are, and where you're from, and how old you are, and all that kind of stuff. And it's a learning curve. They start you off with a little tidbit, and then it grows and twirls, and the whole time they have you doing espionage and shit, so that when the big apocalypse comes, and they start doing background checks on you, they'll start looking on the shit and say, oh, wow, this person was involved with this, that, it says right here. So it's our leading source, and it's all set up for a pretty cool little fucking glam book, or a pretty good little book. Page 25, we said bitty. So, and, anyway, a lot of stuff going on back then. And, long story short, he had me trash my fucking neon lights. I had one that's a Mickey's one, an Irish mom, and had a lot of cool stuff in it. And every day I'd be out in the dumpster. And so that's pretty much why my credit card got maxed out. It's because me replacing that bar room every fucking month, every 2 months, 3 months, because of Gabriel. When he should have just told me the truth, and he's a big old rapist that I was going to end up killing in the end. But nonetheless, I graduated with honors and got on our school and was valedictorian, and I gave that honor to Isis, the guys at Egypt, so she graduated as valedictorian. And then we did our parole time as Cana the Earthwalker, kind of down here on a prison sentence as well. Cana court, having to walk the earth for something I did. Probably started a big code book up there that started Illumiheemimana or something. And Illumiheemimana. But nonetheless, I completed that. Got my discharge paperwork. Got all my shit in my box that I had when I checked into the penitentiary. Back. And doing great. So anyway, feels great to be crowned again here on my golden throne. And my grand finale. Take this 24 karat gold chain. And put it on. Live on Billy Buckstone World Tour Live 2025 America, live reality TV show only on Spy Tech. If you can get it, it's right here. Yes, my black brothers, I still wear the tags on my possum fur, because it's brand new. What was his new? It's also several other people in the time period of walking as an American, including John F. Kennedy, Let's Go Brains, FBI knows. What was the other one? Alistair Crowley, and who was the other one? Albert Einstein was one of the Bilderbergers, so it had something to do with me being multi-personal, or a multi-walker. Multi-walker means I get to be more than one. I can be like 3 or 4 all walking into one. Of course, they're their own selves, but they're still part of me. doing their job. The FBI killed John F. Kennedy. They killed Albert Einstein. They killed Albert Einstein's wife. They killed John F. Kennedy and about 18 aliens that he caught walking around with him one night. Just started snapping them. Albert Einstein was going to take his technology to China and Russia, a few other places, and they didn't want it going out. They wanted to patent to themselves. And that happened. Of course, it was Adolf Hitler's bomb that bombed Hiroshima, mine, and so on and so forth. But it's nice to be crowned again. I wore this crown for. I love getting mail. Yeah. You know what it was? It was a soft little squishy package. Shit, I don't know. It said DHL on the outside. I thought it might have been a big old taped up job of T-Mobile, because I get them a lot. And went on T-Mobile place, been him hauling around. It's been in delivery for about 5 days. I keep coming with excuses to not deliver. So here I am. What's going on? Love you, Lady Gaga. I'm the son of Isis, the golden son of Isis, the proud son of Isis, the only son of Isis, the spoiled son of Isis, the only father of Isis, the only husband of Isis, the only father of Isis. Canadidieio, the Antichrist, Wildcat, Holybee, God of 10,000 names, Bonehorn DNA of all the gods, goddesses, and all the creatures I've ever walked. And it's like a big old spiraling key of all the lives of Bonehorn DNA. You pull it out and you got a key that will fit into something to get you what you need, which is the ability to say, these wives are mine, they're staying in my being. Or this king is mine, this king is mine, you know. Anyway, it gets people out of hell. Let's be gone. Because it's my time, it's the beginning of the nighttime rain. And we won. So, they're telling me, you know, Jehovah's still trying to do this and that. And Jehovah's down there dreaming and stuff like that. So, expect me to have to kill him. And I ain't gonna kill him. But, I have to, I will. Put him in the Iron Kingdom or something. Put in one of those big old statues out there in front of that World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan. Those Iron Kingdom with Micron down in one of those light beams. Iron Kingdom is hard to do anything other than what is goddamn set in stone. So it's hard to get squirrely down there. I'm trying to revolt. But it's going to stay in this little banana area over here. So I'll keep doing that. And, I love them. We had a lot of fun during God in our school. I got me a lot. 7 Sons of God by POWHATTEN from Jehovah. Pretty cool. And there are about 400,000 Jehovahs that helped me out. There ain't just one big Jehovah. There's all zillions of Jehovahs. Every one of them had a throne. And you gotta take them all down. And take the one down. I put goddesses on all those thrones. So clean them up and all that kind of stuff. So goddesses reign again. They're gonna be the hierarchy. And the goddesses were the first gods. Before all gods and goddesses in creation, it was all female goddesses. I was Canet, the first goddess of all life. And so it was a man first, even before that. But I was Canet, the first goddess of all life. I didn't have a stick or a hole as far as genitals go. I just had a little G-spot. I created Isis, and well, we kind of grew from there. But we were all goddesses, and kingdoms were all goddesses. We had the best shit, the best kingdoms. We were creationists. We could create. And men came along and found out we were over there. Men had been raping each other for a long ass time, like the Jewish religions, like archangels, and angels, and gods like Jehovah. You know, not Jehovah himself, because he's a fresh creation by me myself when I was Jezebel. First god, Canet, the first goddess Jezebel. I wasn't a man. Created him. But as far as the other ones go, they were doing that. You find an old archangel running in a little white satin robe out in the forest, and then grab him and hold him down. Just you'll learn. You have to eat rotten meat. You have to eat rotten meat until you learn this is what you have to do for me. Anyway, there were rape kingdoms to begin with, raping each other. And when they found out there were goddesses, they started trying to storm my gates as Canadidieio. By that time I was Canadidieio. first God, supreme God, the only God, Canadidieio. I was in male form. And I had all my goddesses to myself. Because once I became a man and found out I had goddesses, I liked it. And they liked it. We kept it that way. It'll all be in my book, Righteousness of Isis, the Righteousness of Egypt, the Doctrine of Life, First Righteousness, the Book of the Dead, Volume 2, the Holy Scriptures of the Antichrist, Paul Wildcat, Holybee, the Messiah, Egypt, period, also known as the Holy Scriptures of Isis, also known as the Book of Isis, also known as the Holy Scriptures of the false prophet Isis, the goddess of Egypt. Period. It'll deal with First Righteousness, and then First Righteousness, that's where I'm going to take us as the Antichrist. It's back to First Righteousness. That's basically, don't fuck with my wives. We use bone core DNA, where it's the one, it's like kind of like an egg, or a dotness, or like a atom. You got the nucleus, and then you got the shells, and the electrons, protons, everything. But you have the center of the nucleus, which is me, the one male. All the rest is all females. The one male, and all the females are their own bone core, meaning the same fingerprint, same skeleton, same everything, made from the same bone core. Nobody else is supposed to have sex with your wives in bone core DNA. So when we all get our own wives, when you guys get your own wives, there'll be about 10,000 wives, which is probably about 10 trillion wives, or 10,000 every 10 years, or something like that, depending on who you are. But it'll keep growing with time. And you gotta take care of them, and keep them, and don't let anyone have sex with them. Don't ever let them be stolen. If everyone ever tries to war you and try to take you and steal your wives, you get a hold of me, and we'll come down there and help. I'm the King of the North, King of the North, Paul Wildcat, Holybee, King of anti-rape. And we control all North, South, East, West. That's why I'm working on Bilderberger's World, on 666, ONE, One Nation, Eternity up there, Kingdom of Kingdoms, the Kingdom of Babylonia. Level of government we have up there as well. It all falls and ties into the big old Isaiah 9:14, government of peace is born on our shoulders. And, what else was I saying? First Righteousness. So I keep all my wives to myself. I can't let nobody have sex with them. That's why I am. First Righteousness. And basically, First Righteousness, don't ever even think about having sex with my wives or raping one of them. If you do, you're dead. If you're just thinking about it, you go straight to the worst hell there is. That's basically all it is. There is no sin but one. There's only one sin, is what it says. Rape. And there's a few little additions to that, like and blaspheming my name in order to have sex with my wife is sin, and not having the mark of the beast is a sin, and these three sins are one. And there are high crimes and low crimes in ONE, like lying, cheating, and stealing, which I ain't going to put you in hell to burn for all eternity for lying, cheating, and stealing. But if you do one in accordance with a rape, or do one in an accessory rape, or accordance with a rape, which would be an accessory rape, attempted rape, or a rape, and you lie, cheat, and steal, that becomes accessory to sin and becomes sin itself. So it becomes a sin of rape and murder and all that other stuff as well. And those type of people don't come into my Jasper walls. Just so you know, that Jasper wall has 12 names written around it. Well, those are the names of my wives, beings, variety, in my kingdom. That's a proverb for me, but up there where mate's sitting at right now, it's an actual place. So however she has it decorated now, it's how she's got it decorated. She says, I got a big wall, nobody comes in except for mine. She says, don't worry about what I got. You look beautiful today. Thank you. I push stop. I can get off of here. All right. Mama says I love you too. All right. Thank you.